can't stop the noise.
Many people suffer from the habit of apologizing all the time for everything, even some things that are out of our control. And we have noticed that women are prone to this tendency. And of course, apologies are warranted for certain situations. But if you find yourself apologizing for everything, maybe starting your sentences with sorry, it's time to take a look at why. And that's what this video is all about. So welcome to Sorry, Not Sorry. And stick around so you can learn to better balance your I'm sorry's with some excuse me's and thank yous. So when is saying I'm sorry appropriate? When we say we're sorry, we're being accountable for our actions. We're taking ownership of our part in something that has gone wrong. So maybe we hurt somebody's feelings, or maybe we were careless and caused damage to something. And so in this case, it's being accountable, saying I'm sorry, but also saying it means that I'm going to change my behavior and not do that again. So I'm sorry is an action word, and so when we're using it, it's kind of to take action about changing our actions. So having said that, saying excuse me may be more appropriate, like when you're walking through the aisle of a sporting event or crowded auditorium to get to your seat, or you're in the supermarket and you're going up and down the aisles, or maybe you're reaching for something in the supermarket. Simply saying excuse me is an appropriate response. It's more polite than coming through or move it, so it's socially acceptable. But saying sorry is unnecessary, because that person has no more of a right than you do for being there. It's just saying excuse me is just kind of acknowledging an interruption. Why do we choose I'm sorry over excuse me? And that was one of the topics of discussion in our workshop. And we kind of just reached the conclusion that for whatever reason, women were trained to be nice and kind and caring and put everybody's needs before our own. So to say sorry gives this impression of like our niceness and kindness. But I challenge you to think that it shows lack of self-worth. If I'm constantly apologizing for going through the world, going up and down supermarket aisles, trying to get to my seat in a movie theater, responding to emails, everything, oh, sorry I missed your call, all these kind of sorries, I'm apologizing for existing or for behaving. And so it's kind of like a practice of deciphering when do you say I'm sorry, when do you say excuse me. Also keep in mind that saying I'm sorry all the time lessens the impact of future sorries or real sorries. If you're oh, sorry I'm late, or sorry I missed your call, or sorry, I hear the sorries a lot and it's triggering to me. I find them very annoying. I had to call my sister out on it because one phone call we were having, oh sorry, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like these things aren't in your control. You can't help the dog barking, or you can't help whatever, the mailman or delivery, or so like, why are you saying sorry? Just say, excuse me, Michelle, I have an interruption, or thank you for your patience with that interruption. It's just a different way of approaching and not being apologizing for your existence. If you find saying sorry has become a pattern for you, and maybe it's an unconscious pattern, the good news is breaking it only takes some awareness and practice, and that's what our challenges are for. Challenge 1, simply notice when you're saying I'm sorry. Are you saying it in situations that are out of your control? Are you starting sentences with sorry, but are you just apologizing, constantly? Simply pay attention. We're just asking you to be aware, to notice in your conversations when it comes up and how often you say it, and you might be surprised. Challenge 2 is practicing replacing the I'm sorry's with words of gratitude. So if you notice that you are starting emails with sorry, or saying sorry I'm late all the time, practice using thank you for waiting for me, or thank you for your patience in my response. See what it feels like to use words of gratitude as opposed to apologizing. Challenge 3 is practicing using I'm sorry in the appropriate situations, which means say I'm sorry when you do mean it, when it's time to make an amends, when it's time to be accountable for your actions, when it's something that you might have caused harm to somebody. So use the word in its right context. Say I'm sorry and change your behavior for what you have done to cause harm. We hope you enjoyed our video, and we hope you tackle these challenges. We're bringing these to your attention because we've been there. At PACT, we're all works in progress, and we want to grow and learn with you. So let us know how you do on these challenges. If you need additional support, I'm happy to coach you. Send me a message and we'll get started. Otherwise, be sure to watch our next video. Thanks for watching.